Welcome to Digital Marketing for Contractors. This podcast is brought to you by FatCat Strategies, a full-service digital marketing agency based in Raleigh, North Carolina. We specialize in helping home improvement contractors just like you grow their businesses.
Today, you're listening to a series called Build, Grow, Dominate. Marketing strategies for every stage of your home improvement business. Every Wednesday, we take a deep dive into the lessons that we've learned from supporting some amazing business owners in the home improvement industry.
In part 1, we'll cover the essentials, from startup to your first $5 million. In part 2, we're shifting gears to focus on what it takes to scale your business to a successful exit and/or how to dominate your market. Now let's get into it.
I am Janet, and I'm the founder and managing partner here at FatCat, and today I'm joined by co-owner and head of client services, the wonderful and lovely. If you've never met her, it is an honest-to-God fact that she's wonderful and lovely.
Aww.
Her name is Caitlyn Noble.
What an intro.
Boom.
Hey, y'all.
Take it away, Caitlyn.
It's Caitlyn. We are so excited today to dive into the effective lead generation on a budget episode in this series. So what we're going to talk today are practical, proven strategies to help you attract
high-quality
leads via the online internet.
The
online internet.
Let's always call it the online internet.
Online internet. Without
.com.
Without overspending. So I know this is a super, super hot topic. Budget is always going to be tight for a lot of you guys. So what are some amazing ways that we can generate some leads? Let's talk about it. Okay, so we've got kind of five, six-ish, so they're going to kind of flow together. And
so these are tips, topics, ideas that contractors can use
for a low price tag
for on a budget to generate leads from local homeowners for their services.
Yes, thank you.
So what's the first one?
So first one, if you haven't done so already, please listen to the last episode in this 6-part series. Part 1, we talk about the difference between SEO and PPC. So the first one, in terms of an effective lead generation tactic that you can do on a budget, optimize your website for SEO. That's going to include all things like we talked about in more detail: adding content to your website, making sure your website has relevant keywords, making sure your website is mobile friendly.
And so you say you can do that on a budget. We talked in the last one about the fact that it's not free.
It's not free.
But if you have time to invest,
yes,
you can do some of the work yourself. And
totally.
The most important work is to generate authentic content that comes from your expertise as a home improvement contractor, where you attempt to answer questions that homeowners have about the projects that you install. If you install decks and homeowners always have the same 10 questions about decks, then just write about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's like the low budget.
It is.
That's idea 1 is SEO, content for SEO.
On your website. It's the most sustainable and honestly one of the highest quality lead sources that you're going to generate, other than a word of mouth referral, and that is not digital. So what ties in with your online SEO presence off of the website? It is
Number two. What is it? Am I doing it or are you doing it?
You do it.
Okay. It's reviews. Reviews. We love them. We hate them. We know we need them.
You have to have them.
Yeah, they're really not optional.
I mean, and we almost debated, like, what's more important? Is it having a website with good content or is it having reviews? And I think it's tied. I mean, almost.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could sit here for 30 minutes or 30 hours
we might
debating,
have an episode.
debating like chicken or egg. What's more important? What comes first, reviews or SEO?
Right.
But, good Lord, the internet is so competitive.
Right.
In the last episode, I called it a bare knuckle brawl, and I stand by that. One of the ways that you are going to compete in that fight and win that fight is by having online reviews. So,
yeah,
Caitlyn, tell the listeners Like break down, like you're talking to your grandmother. What do you mean by a review? What is it? Where does it come from? Where does it live? How do you get it? Talk to me about reviews.
Okay, so I'm going to tie in another tip into this explanation. So another tip that is so essential to generate leads on a budget is to participate in local online directories. That is where you're going to generate your reviews. Google Business is one of the most important. Yelp, Angie.
Yelp, we could do a whole other podcast on that. Let's just, everybody needs to know, like, we're saying Yelp with a little bit of a smirk face.
But where is your business listed? And Yelp, y'all, is tied back to Apple Maps. So it is important.
True that.
So Google Business pops up and is the most relevant in terms of reviews and what you need to grow. So online directories, I'm going to pull this all back together, I promise. So an online directory is where your business is listed. Claim it. Optimize your profile, make sure it's got a way to contact you, whether it's a phone number, a website, a physical address for somebody to stop by and see you. That's how you participate in a local online directory.
And Google Business Profiles are essentially one big directory.
Yes. Google Business Profiles are essentially one big directory and one of the most important ones where you should be asking customers who've completed their projects to go on to your profile within this directory that you have claimed and optimized with accurate information and leave
a
words.
Review.
Like words. 5 stars are great. That's awesome. Please write some words, like a sentence, 2 sentences if you can. The window replacement was amazing. Bobby did a great job installing the windows. Couldn't recommend this company more.
I love my Arctic White James Hardy siding.
Don't get out of control. That's amazing. My
rain walk-in tub has changed my mother's life.
And we live in Hollow Brook.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're kind of riffing right now, but I think
it's so important.
The point is
get them.
The 5 stars are important because it gives you that numerical score that when a homeowner is kind of scanning through different options of companies that they could contact.
Correct.
They can see, like, do you have an average 2-star or do you have an average 4.8 star? So the stars are important, but if you can get your customers to actually write a little bit more about their project and include a few details about the project, if, a product name. I mean, I was joking about Arctic White James Hardy.
No, it's huge. It's huge.
But, like, that's a color and a manufacturer. Yeah. And then you were joking, Caitlyn, about
a specific neighborhood.
A specific neighborhood. Then those elements, those content elements in that review, then feed back into your SEO.
Yes. And so effective lead generation on a budget, if you don't have reviews, it's going to be really hard to get some leads. So just get those reviews.
So, I mean, when I'm on the call, I do a lot of sales for FatCat, and I'm often talking to our customers before they become customers. I'm talking to our customers.
And I'm talking to you after you become a customer.
I'm talking to you guys when you guys are considering working with us. And one of the first things I do is I go and look at your website.
Sure.
And I look at your Google Business Profile and I see how many reviews you have. And then I look at some of the competitors in your area. And let's say you are a roofing contractor in, I don't know.
Minnesota.
Oh,
wow. I picked a hard one.
Yeah.
Let's do Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
We're out of Raleigh, North
God,
Carolina.
Because I can't name a city in
No
Minnesota.
offense to anybody in Minnesota.
St. Paul. There
you go.
I named a town in Minnesota. So let's say you are a roofing contractor in Raleigh, North Carolina, and you have claimed your Google Business Profile, but you only have 5 reviews. Well, if I am sitting in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I Google roofing contractors near me, and 4 other companies come up, and they've got 300 reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Who am I going to pick?
I'm probably going to get a few quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the short version of why reviews are important. But
Yes.
I think you had a few more things to say about reviews.
Did I?
I thought you did.
I mean, I tied in. SEO is going to be important to your website. Keep that website optimized with content, reviews. Make sure you've got an online directory presence. Google, Google Business, please, 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 please. Yelp, because it's associated with Apple Maps. And then there will be other ones. Just make sure your business information is updated. But most of those services offer a review option. I mean, Houzz is another great one. Nextdoor is another great one that I would consider a directory, to be honest with you. You can recommend a business through Nextdoor.
So if we're tying this episode back to the title, how to do things on a budget, we're assuming that if you're listening, you've got a business, you're up and running, you're installing jobs. If you're not going behind those jobs and getting the review, you're kind of leaving money on the table.
For sure.
So it's not necessarily free, but it's relatively low cost for you to train your project managers, or, if you're still the project manager, take the extra time at the end of the job to sit with Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner and guide them through leaving you a review. So that is a low budget in terms of money and high payoff in terms of helping with lead generation.
And if the installer is late and just leaves and doesn't get to ask, I've seen another effective way of when you send that final invoice over, sweet note, hey, if you wouldn't mind taking a few more seconds and leaving a review, that works too. So
what are some other budget-friendly tactics that we can share with people?
Don't roll your eyes, but this is one that, I'm not going to say it pours leads in, but it does go along the lines of building that trust and credibility, which will help generate leads. Have a presence on social media. I'm talking Facebook, Instagram. LinkedIn is more for your peers. I would consider, like I said, Nextdoor is also a social media platform. Have a presence on there where you can.
What do you mean by presence?
A presence, yeah. So, and this is egregious. So, like, some of it's, don't take this with a grain of salt. I've seen companies that are fine posting 2 times a month. And that's a presence of having a post of, hey, look, I'm out at a job. We're replacing a roof. And it's just a nice picture of a sunny day on a job site. 2 times a month. That makes your business look alive versus somebody who might visit your profile and you haven't posted since 2003. Yeah. I don't know if there was Facebook. Well, yeah, I guess there was. But let's say you haven't posted since 2020. Maybe you're no longer in business.
Yeah, so a presence is a heartbeat.
Yeah, just a heartbeat.
Fog a mirror.
And if you are writing that content on your website, or if you get a review that you like, you can take a screenshot of it or copy and paste the link to that article that you wrote onto social media and spread the good word. So that's some ways to tie it back in.
So that's idea number 3 for budget ways to help you generate leads online is social media. What is the next one?
Well, I'll pass this one over to you because this one is tried and true. This is
local sponsorships.
Yeah, it's local sponsorships, and it definitely makes an impact. Like not only the digital side of things, but obviously out in the community. So
yeah, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. We 100% got this from one of our customers. One of our customers, such an amazing person. He's a gregarious guy, friendly guy, and he shared a story with us. And it's like it's a story, but it's not just a one and done. This is something he does, I think, as a practice. He's in a homeowner's home. He's either, about to sell the job or he's already sold the job. He looks on the refrigerator, and there on the refrigerator or on the corkboard in the kitchen is the schedule for little Johnny or little Susie's, whatever sport they're participating in.
Yes.
T-ball, soccer, volleyball. It's local. The parents care because the schedule is there. And so what our client did was he asked the homeowner, hey, what is this? What are the Tigers?
Yeah.
And the homeowner says, oh, well, it's, my son's baseball team.
Right.
Oh, are they looking for a sponsor? The homeowner is blown away.
Yeah.
The homeowner's like, what? You want to sponsor my son's baseball team? It cost every time we've talked to clients about when they've done this, I think it costs usually like less than $1,000 a season.
And $1,000 would be like, you
That would
have
be
the
like
banner on the
Yeah, you've got the side of the activity bus that you've wrapped.
I mean, for like your kids,
Hundreds of dollars.
like Little League, like I'm talking $100 could maybe get a patch on their jerseys, you know?
Yeah, it's low cost. You've shown a huge amount of respect and interest in your customers, in these local homeowners. And now your name, picture it on the 8.5 by 11 printed practice calendar that hangs on the refrigerator.
Yeah, that's good.
You are now in the kitchen and they look at that calendar multiple times throughout the season. So when we say local sponsorships, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about hyper local. The neighborhoods where you want to install jobs, the homeowners that you want to work with, what are they engaged in? If it's not a kids sports endeavor, I mean, I'm playing pickleball these days.
Yeah,
I'm in that age group.
Yeah, you are. Low impact injury.
Hashtag aging in place. So, could you, if you have a product that is, maybe you're not selling to parents, they don't have little kids. Maybe they're in the grandparent age bracket and they're playing pickleball. Can you sponsor their pickleball league?
Yeah, exactly.
So look for opportunities. Look outside of what's obvious. And you're probably not, honestly, going to find it by searching for it online.
You're not.
You're going to find it by standing in somebody's kitchen looking at what's taped to their refrigerator.
Yeah.
It's low cost, it's high impact, it's on a budget, and it'll help you build your brand in the communities that you serve, and it will absolutely help you generate leads.
And I'll bring it back just to the digital side of things where I've seen it work is a lot of these, local swim teams, pickleball leagues, have websites. And when you become a sponsor, you are mentioned on their website. And
what does that produce?
That produces some organic traffic, right?
And
leads?
A backlink.
Well, I was getting to backlink, but hey, look,
okay.
we're episode 2.
Okay.
More to come on.
I'm running and you're still crawling.
Part 2. And Janet's usually the one that has to correct me. You're just explaining some sort of algorithm. But no, definitely a backlink which is, again, your SEO presence.
Oh,
so,
I get your
yes,
point. So
yes.
if you're sponsoring the local pickleball, and they're part of, a bigger league in the city that you're in, and you get listed on the website, that's just helping your organic SEO presence.
Absolutely. So it goes beyond that.
What's another idea?
So we did talk about those online directories, but I'm going to pull it through the online directories. A lot of those online directories also have forums and online communities. The first one that comes top of mind, and I've said it several times, is Nextdoor. If y'all are not on Nextdoor, that is such a low cost way of business to have a business profile on Nextdoor and be recommended by neighbors. And not only that, it also serves as a forum. So if you're sitting on your back deck, and I know y'all are busy, I know you're driving around, you're doing a lot of great work. I mean, if you're sitting on your back deck while the steaks are on the grill, go to your Nextdoor, get a Nextdoor app. People are going to be asking for roofers. People are going to be looking for deck support. Yeah,
pest control.
And people have opinions. We know this. Thank you, social media. You can say, hey, I am a small business owner. This is my company. We'd be happy to give you a quote. That's not only through Nextdoor, Facebook groups. I know your local communities, definitely the Moms of Holly Springs. Wow. Fierce.
Oh, those moms groups are they're like a gold mine, but also like a pit of piranhas.
Yes. I mean, they're looking.
You want to get on their good side.
They're looking for window replacement companies, but I mean, you better not have burned them. Reddit is another really great one. I know, Janet, you use Reddit.
I do use Reddit. I love Reddit. This could be a whole other podcast episode. SEO and Google, the online landscape for marketing changes so fast, and it's such fierce competition. And, here we are, it's April 2025. The last 6 to 9 months, all anybody's wanted to talk about is AI, which has changed the landscape so much. One really popular search now is to take whatever you're searching for and stick the word Reddit on the end of it. You know, so if you're looking for roofing contractors in Raleigh, and I'm going to search Google, I might type roofing contractors in Raleigh Reddit.
Yeah.
So that I'm going to go directly to possibly a homeowner forum that is moderated in the Raleigh, North Carolina area. And what I would encourage you to do, don't go on Reddit and just start waving your banner around and saying, "I want you to be
company."
Yeah. That's not the thing to do on Reddit.
No.
You have to contribute. You have to contribute meaningful
Answers,
commentary, answers, advice. So if you have time and you have something to say about a topic, and there's a good Reddit forum in your local area, you can actually get really good exposure, and then it also feeds back into your SEO.
Absolutely does.
So it all kind of feeds back around. I'm going to mention one more in the online directory forum thing that I didn't even think about when we were planning this episode. I hope some listeners are over 45.
I just said, "Oh no."
Yeah, I'm proud of it. I'm over 50.
Spit it out.
So no, I'm going to build up a little bit more. What is it? Look, Caitlyn, if you could see her body language, she's nervous. She doesn't even know what I'm about to say. All right, I'm going to hit you with it. It's a Yahoo group.
Ooh.
My neighborhood, I've lived in my neighborhood, no joke, for 30, good God,
I'm
I think
Googling
it's
this.
32 years now. This is not something that as a contractor you could just go join and blast neighborhood groups. But if you actually do work in the neighborhood where you live,
You're right.
ask some of your older neighbors if there's a Yahoo group for your neighborhood. Because I swear to you, my neighborhood is older. And we still have a Yahoo group that dates back to 1999.
Okay.
And I swear to all that is good and all that I love that within the last 5 days, my dear husband has said something to me that he has read based on the email distribution list of some discussion that people were having in this Yahoo group. And I said to him, does that still exist? And I can't believe you're still on it. But it is a vibrant, like, these people were having, like, a really serious community discussion about some new townhomes being built right in our neighborhood. So it's an oldie but a goodie.
That's hilarious.
If your neighborhood has some sort of old school email distribution.
Absolutely.
God, what did they used to call them? They used to call them listservs, I think.
That sounds right.
You can roll your eyes, but I promise you they still exist.
Yeah.
And these are older homeowners with money that aren't on the Facebook.
On the internet.
And they're not on the Instagram. and they're not on all that other stuff.
But yeah, be thoughtful, provide answers, advice, show your expertise, and it will pay lots forward. So these were just a few tips and tricks in terms of how to generate some leads on a low budget. Honestly, no budget. If you have some time. So time is not free. We are aware of that, but just a few tips and tricks.
So let me summarize those. We kind of rambled on a little bit. So on a budget, if you want to write content, you're going to help with your SEO. Generate those reviews.
Please.
Put some processes in place with your project managers to get those reviews. Make sure you have a presence on social media. That can be as simple as posting a few pictures twice a month. Local sponsorships. Those are those. Baseball teams, pickleball teams, online directories, which could include some old school Yahoo groups, online communities and forums.
That's that Yahoo group.
I
hope Yahoo can pay us for promoting Yahoo groups. Google business profile, get listed. That's a no-brainer. Yes.
If you haven't claimed your Google business profile,
do it.
Pull the truck over and do it right now.
I mean,
like, swerve through all the lanes of traffic.
Please don't.
Yes. Cut somebody off.
We as an agency will struggle to work with you. And I think
if you haven't claimed your
Google
business profile, you are lost in the woods.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen for you.
No.
You're not going to generate any online leads.
But remember, consistency and providing value are going to always be key. So focus on the needs of your audience, and you will naturally attract leads who are more than likely to convert to loyal customers by just doing a few of these tactics regularly. But we do have a special offer.
What is it?
Stuck around and listened to us ramble on about these fun
special offer,
tips
Caitlyn.
and tricks. Like I mentioned, very, very, very important. We both mentioned that review generation is going to be critical to generating leads. Again, you can't qualify for this if you don't have a Google business profile. So get a Google business profile, and then you can go to fatcatstrategies.com/contact-us, because if you mention today's episode in the form on that page, which I'm going to have Janet repeat in just a second, we are going to give away a free review generation kit. This is about a $750 value. And all you have to do is attend a discovery call with us. Talk. It's 30 minutes. We don't even really talk. You get to talk. You get to tell us.
We're asking you about your business.
All about your business. And if you attend this, you're going to get a free review generation kit. This comes with a Rate Your Installer card design template. So that's one of those cards that your installers can leave behind with a QR code directly to your Google business profile to leave you a review. And we're going to also, if we're able to, we'd like to include a landing page that lists all of the places that folks can leave reviews.
That's a landing page on your website.
A landing page on your website where folks can leave reviews to all of those platforms through those online directories. So again,
go to our website,
yes.
Look for the button to either contact us or schedule a call, book your free 30-minute discovery call. It'll be with a friendly face from FatCat, where what we want to do is learn more about your business. And if you book that call, you will get this.
And attend it.
And attend it. Yeah, you got to book it and actually show up.
I know y'all know what that feels like.
Yeah, you don't ghost us. Then we have a free review generation kit that is yours for the taking. And we will help you make it easy for your team to generate more reviews. And then that's going to go a long way in the foundation that you need to generate leads online. What are we talking about next week, Caitlyn?
So next week, it's going to be part 3 of the 6-part series. We're going to shift gears and talk about something that often gets overlooked in digital marketing. It's the call centers. And it's funny like that I'm tying call centers in with digital marketing, but it makes a huge difference. So you might be getting plenty of leads. That'd be great. But those calls, if they're not getting answered or handled the right way, then you're leaving a lot of money on the table. So we're going to break down how a solid call center strategy can boost your conversion rates and help you close more deals. We're super excited about that. That's kind of
join us for another episode next week for that call center discussion topic.
That's a really good level up topic. So, Janet, take us home.
Thank you for joining us for another episode. Hope you got something from it. As always, if you can give us a half an hour, our job is to give you actionable tips, tricks, and insights that are designed to help you grow your home improvement business through online marketing. Thank you again, and join us next week for our ideas about how you can level up your call center.
Thank you.
Digital marketing for contractors is created by FatCat Strategies. For more information, visit fatcatstrategies.com.